Cantilevered thrill, kid. The feeling's fully after the facts. The survivor comes to show me she survived. Milk choco girl melted by difficult circumstance. All substances removed from hard surfaces. Ants and exhaust. Many Americas ground into cinder and dust. I don't even know where. Blasted chipotle. Coursing Ferris white zone. Bits of detritus coagulating in the fence ligature. Mount Yellowish, draped in plum skin, broadcast from 20,000 watts. A tit's eyes, a lid's mind. Senegal failed to make the World Cup. Senegalese Patrick Vieira, Legion of Honor, captain of the French team who took over from Zidane. Close as they're gonna get. Lions of Teranga, did you see them shut out the French in 2002? And what about Cameroon? Senegal has taken the Amilcar Cabral Cup 8 times. All this conflict makes it seem like something big's really happening. All these people around here make it seem like I'm finally doing something with the dogs and the ranges of hills in my life. All this loud music landing on our shoulders imparts to me the feeling that I have grand sentiments. All this distraction lends the impression of endless possibility, like fresh water, like we're really dealing, like we got half a chance. The only things indicating otherwise, these dreams growing like long black hairs from my spine. The last time I had to wait in those long lines at the DMV to renew my license, I didn't bring a book or anything, so I stood in the long lines for an hour or two while they wound through the afternoon, watching the people, including the wild-haired man with his small, wild-haired daughter, who, when he finally reached the front of the line, was told he'd been waiting in the wrong line. The woman was sorry, but there was nothing that she could do for him. He turned to us as the clerk put a "next window, please" sign in the counter with his wild hair and his little girl's hand in his. But what were we gonna do about it? Finally, after I filled out a form at one window and paid at the next window, and had gotten near the front of the final line for my picture, I was clapped on the back by a thick vato who appeared out of nowhere. "You don't remember me, do you?" he laughed. And I vaguely did remember him from years ago, but not his name, of course. And I could see he'd been lifting weights in La Pinta. He could see in my eyes what I was reading in his steely gaze. "That's right, I remember you, man," he said, moving behind me into the line. No one objected. I realized the clerk with the camera had been calling my name. "Please remove your glasses," she was saying. The guy behind me gave me a friendly shove forward. "Smile, Holmes," he was saying. "That's why I look like that on my driver's license." Found a republic by tapping your fat brown nipple with the tendril of black hair. We hold self-evident Cianothus, Manzanita, Yucca. Deliver an ink-stained fingertip to the tongue and lips. The body's republic of desert night, running lights of semis like aircraft against the Milky Way. Found a sunlit republic by going ahead, ammoniac memory of ranges, heat, killing bad information. Found a living republic by staying alive where even plastic jugs, distances, and boxcars might live. found a determined republic by leaning in your brow to listen with the febrile blood, acrid republic of human salt. Five or 10 pounds of honeycomb beef tripe, a couple pounds of tendon or pig's feet from a Chinese supermarket, several onions, head of garlic, chili powder, salt to taste, ground red chiles, oregano, a couple large cans of hominy. Don't forget 6 lemons and a stack of tortillas. Chinese supermarkets clean the tripe best, which is the first and hardest job, stripping the tripe of gnarly fat deposits. Slice it in ribbons, rectangles, or shapes of the planets and galaxies. Set it to boil in a big pot of water, big pot, with extra room for other ingredients. Throw in garlic cloves, an onion or two, chile powder, some salt, oregano. Boil the tripas for 2 hours or until tender. Skim off the oily scum or scummy oil. Then pour in hominy. You decide how much hominy to ratio, and then simmer. Season with chile powder, ground red chile, salt to taste. Serve with hot tortillas, sliced lemons, oregano, chile salsa. Best served to a bunch of cranky people for breakfast with hot coffee. The kid flew in from Hawaii yesterday, a bit frumpy and grumpy, a bit sunburned because of lack of sleep. Long hours changing planes in Phoenix, waiting in Burbank for her ride, and then home. Then at home, the turnaround. A phone call from Alaska telling her her flight is set for 10 a.m. the next day to Bethel via Anchorage. Pretty much all the flights to outlying areas in Alaska drop her in Anchorage first for transfer. So she's looking at another day's flight with layovers, frumpy and grumpy, like I say, fooling around with $2,000 new toys. Apple computer and iPod to keep herself entertained many hours in flights and airports. Aboard ship, also having to bunk with shared cabins and middle-aged seamen. Then we're up at 6 a.m., out of the house at 6:30. At 7 a.m., we arrive at LAX on the west side, 710 south to the 105, rush hour traffic with freeway clover leaves curling like parking lots around us. She says, I'm flying out of Burbank. So she waits till I'm at LAX to tell me, of course. And it's 7 a.m. and the freeways are gridlocked. Was I cussing? The Nissan was growling, screaming, start, stop, it's rush hour. I'm off the 105, illegal U-turn back eastbound, 80 miles an hour to the 405 north. Bumper to bumper, of course, I drift across the divider at La Cienega and east on surface streets. At least it's 35 miles an hour. Zoom all the way to the 10, endless bumper-to-bumper traffic, stop and go. What the hell was she thinking? What's this? This is the second kid to do this to me. West on the 10 to West LA, reconnect to the 405 North, which is flowing at 50, 60. Mulholland Pass to the valley, past 101 and the 170, across San Fernando Valley. Get off at Victory Boulevard. Where the hell am I? In the valley somewhere. There's the damned airport police car. I know the airport's around here somewhere. Victory Boulevard, Burbank Boulevard. Miles and miles southeast on Victory to the signs for the airport. Arrive at the Burbank loading zone, 8:20 a.m. She's pleased to make her flight. That's it. Thank you for coming out. Pial Hossain. Pial Hossain.
Sesshu Foster with Pial Hossain.